Yo, what's up? Have you ever noticed how difficult it is to make a product sometimes? So, something I've been not struggling with, but I just feel like other people might be struggling with this. So, some of you may find creating a product to be quite difficult, and I think this is the reason why. It probably has something to do with the current situation of today where instant gratification is a pretty big issue, and a lot of people are used to being on social media and doing certain activities that give high spikes of dopamine. And I believe this is probably a good reason why a lot of people find doing difficult things, or more specifically, things that take quite a while to receive a reward from doing the actual thing that they're doing. So let's say you're creating a business, right? And you yourself, you're creating a business and you're creating a product, you already validated the idea and you started to work on it. Now you may be wondering, after hearing what I just said, what you should be doing. So let's say you have a timeline on when you want the product to be completed. Technically you shouldn't really have a timeline, but it depends. People have varying opinions on that. In my opinion, I think you should have a timeline to have an idea how much work you should be putting in per day. But more often than not, the timeline is gonna be too short, which is even more reason to have a timeline. But hey, that's just my opinion. So you're used to doing these activities that give instant gratification. Now, maybe wondering what I suggest to do. Well, there's two things I think you can do. The first one being just grind it out, and that's the one I suggest. You just continue doing it. I think what you can do is like divide your product into like stages, and like each stage just feel good that it's done. I mean, let's be honest, the real reason why you're creating the product is to help people. So if the product isn't created yet, you can't help people, so you don't really get any kind of like satisfaction, reward, or any kind of like, feel good from working on it. So you just have to come to terms with completing a stage of the product. So like you could probably divide the product into stages of like 10 stages, like each stage just be like, yay, I did it. Alright, so the other thing you can do is at the end of each work cycle, so let's say you work for whatever amount of hours per day on a particular product, what you can do is like do something fun afterwards. So that's another method you can do. But I don't suggest doing that because I think that's gonna lead to a down path, like a downwards path. I don't think that's really gonna result in something good, because it's not really a real like feedback loop, because you're putting in like this external source and you're probably just gonna want more and more of it. In fact, I would go as far to say as that's how it begins in the first place. But hey, it is what it is. Alright, that's it for this video. Bye.